Hello class, nice to see you again. Today I'm going to read a book to you. It's called Henry and Mudge and the Long Weekend. And let's take a sneak peek before we get started. Let's see here. Henry doesn't look very happy. They look really bored. Looks like Mom has an idea. Let's read on to find out what happens in Henry and Mudge and the Long Weekend. Henry and Mudge and the Long Weekend by Cynthia Ryland and pictures by Susie Stevenson. Chapter 1, Wet Yuck. Henry and Henry's big dog Mudge woke up one Saturday in February and looked outside. Yuck, said Henry. It was gray, it was cold, it was muddy and wet. No sun, said Henry. No snow. Just yuck, wet yuck. Mudge leaned against Henry and drooled. What are we going to do all weekend? Henry asked. Mudge leaned harder. How will we have some fun? Henry grumbled. Mudge leaned harder still. What a boring weekend. Mudge. Oh, Henry growled. Henry growled? Henry growled. Mudge let go and leaned all the way. Whoa! Yelled Henry. Mudge flattened Henry like a pancake. How are we going to get up? Henry wondered. He's smashed by Mudge. Chapter 2, Bored. Henry and Mudge had a boring breakfast. They watched some boring cartoons. They listened to Henry's father tell some boring jokes. Boy, this is boring, said Henry. What are we going to do? He asked. Mudge knew what to do. Mudge always knew what to do. If there was nothing interesting to eat, nothing interesting to smell, and nothing interesting to chew, he went to sleep. No, Mudge, said Henry, giving him a push. Wake up! Mudge sat up. He wanted to stay awake. He tried to stay awake, but everything was so boring that he couldn't. His eyes kept closing. His head kept nodding. His mouth kept drooling. Exciting day you have there, said Henry's father. He's bored, said Henry. Mudge is bored. I'm bored. Boy, is this boring. Henry's father frowned. February cranks? He asked. Henry nodded. Winter grumpies? Henry nodded again. Pre-spring meanies? Okay, Dad, okay, Henry said. Boy, are you bored, said Henry's father. The three of them sat. Their eyes kept closing. Their heads kept nodding. And one of their mouths kept drooling. Henry's mother saw them. Goodness, she said. This is going to be a long weekend. Then she had an idea. Chapter 3, the idea. I have an idea, Henry's mother said. Henry opened his eyes. Henry's father sat up, but Mudge kept on sleeping. He didn't care much about ideas, not until the ideas smelled like something. Let's make a castle, said Henry's mother. A castle? Said Henry and Henry's father. We still have that box the new refrigerator came in, and the box the new stove came in, Henry was getting the idea. "And that paint set Uncle Arthur gave me," said Henry. "Let's do it." They headed for the basement. Mudge was still trying to sleep, but when he heard voices in the basement, he woke up fast. You see his ear there? Mudge loved the basement. It had millions of new smells. It had lots of places to hide, and some of his old dog toys were down there. "Come on, Mudge," Henry called, but Mudge was already on his way. So class, Henry's mom has an idea. I think you heard what it is. They're going to make a castle in the basement. Tomorrow we're going to read on to find out what their castle looks like, how the book ends. Okay, from now until tomorrow, I want you to think. Something about this book remind you of something that's ever happened to you? Have you ever felt really bored before when you were at home and it was raining outside? I want you to think about what you can do when you're home with the things in your house to make it more interesting. Okay, until tomorrow. Tomorrow we will read the conclusion of Henry and Mudge and the Long Weekend. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.